team, my name is the Dr. 011 and welcome back to the Great Model Railway Journeys. So today everybody, I'm going to be having a haulage capacity test. This is basically a test of strength between my 5 tank engines. Basically, I'm not adding in Flying Scotsman, Mallard, Tornado, Class 31, or the Olympic train. I mean, the Olympic train can't, because it can't pull anything else. But I was running Tornado earlier this week, and she was pulling a 7-coach train with absolute ease. So I feel like it wouldn't be too exciting of a competition. So it's going to be a little battle of my tank engines. And before I got going, I've weighed out all of my rolling stock, and this is the order they're going to go in. So to start with, all my engines are going to have to pull these 3 Pullmans, and then every time we're going to be adding on a piece of rolling stock. So first we've got my LMS brake coach, then we've got my BR sleeping coach, then these 2 little things, cheap things that I got. I think I've literally called them cheap things on my, on my list. Then I've got a Sodor mail truck, then I've got Annie Clarabelle, a Kellogg's van, a little brown van. I've got a truck full of Money United badges and keep calm, I'm the Doctor, 011, and then I've got a little truck of legs, little truck of rocks, or little stones, a Lego TARDIS and a phone box, and then 2 trucks of just model TARDISes, and then a brake van. So whoever can pull all of that will obviously win, but it's whoever can pull the most of it will win. So without any further ado, it's Percy going at first. Let's get going. I've got Percy hooked up to my 3 Pullman coaches, so obviously they've all got to pull this to start with. So let's have a go. Of course, I need to just mention this before we get going, but it's the engine, it's however many coaches or rolling stock they can do before their wheels start slipping. So it's the amount of rolling stock they can do easily, which is how we're going to determine who wins this. Without any further ado, let's set Percy off. Not that way. That's not the right way. Well done. Here we go. Okay, move. Okay, Percy is once again a speed demon like last time, but this is way too easy for him. So I'm going to add on 2 pieces of rolling stock, and I'll be with you when that... Now Percy's on a 5-coach train. Let's just get going. Are Percy's wheels slipping already? Wow, I feel like Percy's wheels are slipping already. They are. But it's still moving at a pretty nice speed. I'm going to add on 1 of these coaches, and then we'll see how well Percy can... I've now added on another piece of rolling stock, and let's see if Percy can manage this. So Percy is the fastest on my layout, but wow, Percy is struggling with this train. This might be the end for Percy. That is it. This is as many coaches that Percy can pull. So first engine is over, and Percy can pull 6 coaches. So Muddy's up next. We've got the default 3 Pullman coaches, and let's just get going, shall we? So Muddy's just a bit juttery anyway, but he's pulling this with absolute ease, so this is brilliant. So yeah, I think Muddy's passed the first round. Let's add on another coach. We've added on the next coach. Let's see if Muddy can pull this. This seems fine, actually. Yeah, Muddy's pulling this with still with ease. So let's stop this and put on the next coach. I think what we're going to see from now on is that once the sleeping car gets added on, maybe where they start struggling, because all the coaches up to there, well, the highest weight is the first Pullman parlour car with 135 grams, whereas the sleeping car is 170 grams. So it's definitely a test for the engines, but will it be a test for Muddy? Okay, I will just give him a push so we can actually move. No, right now Muddy's still doing absolutely fine. I mean, this train's way too big for an engine of his size, but I mean, he's going strong. Okay, so let's add on another coach. New coach added. This is where Percy failed. Can Muddy get further? Okay, there's a little bit of wheel slip, but Muddy seems a bit more confident than Percy right now. Or does he? No, this might be the end. No, he's still going. He's determined. Okay, Muddy has just about passed this round. but I feel like one more might just finish him off. So Muddy has now got 7 coaches. This is what Tornado is pulling with these. It's one more than Percy, but can Muddy do it? Okay, he's pulling it, but he's got so much wheel slip. This, I'm afraid, is the end for Muddy. He's trying so hard, but I'm afraid this just isn't it. He's nearly stopped. And Muddy has stopped. Muddy has got 7 coaches. On to Greenie. Okay, so as I said, now I've got Greenie. Greenie's got the default 3 coaches, and let's go. Just slight dread, but obviously this is the first time they've actually run today. I probably should have done like a little warm-up run. But no, this seems to be very smooth, actually. Okay, so Greenie's passed this one. Now we've had it on the sleeping car. Let's see if Greenie can pull this one. Greenie's still got relative ease with this. Greenie is doing good so far. Honestly, well done to you. We're going to go on to the first of the cheap things, because that's what I'm calling them now. Haha. Now we've got the first of the cheap things on the railway. Can Greenie pull this one? This is the one that Percy went out on, but it seems like Greenie is going to live for at least another coach. The wheel slip is starting to occur, but Greenie is pulling. Unless Greenie's going to stop now. No, Greenie is going and will get on to the next coach. So I've got the second cheap thing on the train. This is where Muddy fell. Will this be where Greenie falls? Oh, it definitely seems that way. Oh, that wheel slip is horrible. Right, yes, I think this is the end for Greenie. Yep. And Greenie has stopped. So let's just stop before he burn out the motor. But Greenie also got 7 coaches. Now we've got Thomas the Tank Engine, which is the first of my 060s, which I probably reckon might get a bit more than my 040s because they're a bit heavier and potentially have a better motor. So let's see with the default lot. And of course, as we know, Thomas is extremely loud. But we also know that Thomas is doing this with absolute ease. So let's add on the next coach. Okay, so we've put on the LMS brake coach. I reckon Thomas will do this with ease, but let's just quickly do it. Yeah, absolutely no wheel slip. Thomas is finding this easy peasy. So I think, without any further ado, let's get on to the sleeping car. Okay, the sleeping coach is on. Let's see if Thomas can do it. Once again, absolutely no wheel slip. Thomas is loving these 5 coaches. The 6th one is where his best friend, Percy failed. And then 7 is where nobody has got past yet. Will Thomas be the first? So we've got the first of the cheap things on. This is where Percy fell, as I literally just said. I don't know why I'm saying it again. But Thomas, once again, absolutely no wheel slip. This is where all my 040s had started to gain wheel slip. But Thomas is still pulling this nice and strong. I wonder if the next coach is where he's going to start to struggle. But I guess we're going to have to find out in a second. Cheap thing 2 is at the back. Nobody has got past this. This is the 7th coach. Can Thomas do it? Okay, I think there's a little bit of wheel slip, but Thomas is doing this. Definitely slower, and definitely a bit of wheel slip going on here. Thomas might only last one more coach, but he is going to be the first to beat 7 coaches. This is the first time I've seen the Sodor mail truck today. Let's see if Thomas can pull it. There is some definite wheel slip here. However, he is still pulling it. It's just to see whether he'll stop. Oh, this might be the end. Oh, it's the end. Thomas has stopped. Thomas has made it to 8 coaches. Thomas is in the lead at the moment. The final tank engine of today is my 060 tank engine. And this is also the heaviest, so I think it's going to be interesting to see if it can beat Thomas or not. Of course, getting started is sometimes quite difficult for this engine, but once it's going, it is very good. It's going at a really nice speed right now. No wheel slip. Absolutely easy. Let's go on to the next coach. LMS brake coach on. Absolutely easy once again. Let's go on to the sleeping car. So we've now put on the sleeping car, and it is no problem for the 060 tank engine. So I guess we've got to start with the cheap things. It's now on to 6 coaches. Will this still be easy? Apparently so. I think this is where Thomas started to struggle. But so far, this tank engine is doing very, very well. Right, so all of my coaches are on. This is where Greeny and Muddy fell, but it doesn't look like the 060 tank engine is going to fall for at least another couple of coaches. We're on to the Sodor mail truck, which is where Thomas the tank engine fell. If the 060 tank engine does this, it will have won for the day. And there is no wheel slip. This is actually brilliant. It's a very, very strong engine, which we are finding out from today. This will be the winner, but let's see how many more it can carry. From now on, the only things we're adding are very, very light things. Obviously, I added stones and legs and TARDISes to all the trucks, but all we've added is Annie, and this has made absolutely no difference. So let's add Clarabelle. Clarabelle's been added, and it's still made no difference. Then again, we are bearing in mind Annie and Clarabelle weigh 49 grams each, so this hasn't been too much weight added on top. But we need to add on the Kellogg's van now. The Kellogg's van is on, and there might be a bit of struggling, but it is still, there isn't any wheel slip, and it's still going so strong. This engine is honestly much stronger than I thought, so let's get on to more trucks. The truck we've just added is my lightest truck. It's 34 grams, and it's made no difference, so I think we've got to get on to my LMS coal truck, which is full of my United badges. The next truck is on. The next truck is on, and it is actually causing wheel slip. This might be near the end for this engine. It's obviously full of the badges. It actually weighs quite a bit, and is the first sign of wheel slip. How many more can it take? We've now added on my truck of legs, and it's still struggling. I think it's definitely going to pass this round, but the end is definitely near. I've just added on the truck full of stones, which weighs about 100 grams, so this might be the final test. Oh, and there is a lot of wheel slip going on right now. But it's still pulling it at quite a decent speed. So actually, this won't quite be the end, but it's very, very close. The next truck I've added is quite light. It's just full of a Lego TARDIS and a red phone box. However, it's already it's already struggling very, very much. So is this the last thing? Oh my gosh. It's just about still going. Let's just see how long it can go for. Its wheel slip is immense. This might be the end. We're going to follow this right round. Oh my gosh, no, it's got it. It's going at a decent speed now. Somehow it managed to survive, and it's still going. Wow. Just wow. This 060 tank engine has pulled so much more than I expected. There's only 2 trucks left, but I don't think it's going to quite get there. But let's see if adding this TARDIS will be the end. No. Oh my gosh, this wheel slip is insane. But it is still moving. This is absolutely incredible. Look how fast the connecting rods are moving. Oh, of course, sorry, this is an incline going over my wires. That's why it's slowed. Okay, it's getting quite warm. I need to be quite careful. But wow, it's managed to do it, and it's on to one of the last 2 trucks. This is incredible. We've known for quite a long time this has been the winner, but I never knew it would pull this much. It's now got all 3 of my TARDIS trucks, and it's actually still moving at quite a substantial pace. I think it's going to take the last brake van. Let's have a look right now. Honestly, well done. This has been incredible. every piece of rolling stock I own is on this train. And now it's just reached the incline before my controller. If it can get over this, it's incredible. If not, it's still flipping incredible. So it is moving quite fast right now, but of course we've got the incline. Will it make it with everything on here, which is 1,703 grams, 1.7 kilograms, and it's made it over the incline. They're still going to pull the whole thing over it. Oh my gosh, it's struggling so much. But it has pulled everything that I own, which is absolutely incredible. Well done, 060 Tank Engine. This is the winner. So you guys all know the results, but let's tell you how much everyone pulled. Percy, of course, is our fastest engine, but I'm afraid not our strongest engine. Percy pulled 855 grams and comes in 4th place. In joint 3rd, we have Muddy and Greenie, who pulled 1,023 grams. So they pulled a kilogram. Well done to them. In 4th, well, 3rd, actually. In 2nd is Thomas. And Thomas pulled 1,135 grams. So 1.135 kilograms, if you like. Which was 8 of my coaches, if you like. But coming in 1st place is my little 060 Tank Engine. Honestly, in the comments, please tell me a name for this one. It's my strongest tank engine. I think it definitely deserves a name. But it won, pulling 1,703 grams, which is all of the rolling stock I own. I just want to say a massive well done to all of my engines who worked so very hard in trying to pull as much as they can. And also I want to say thank you to you guys for watching this video. I feel like it might have been quite a long time just waiting for the 060 Tank Engine to finish. But it pulled all of it, so honestly, well done. I have got a couple of bloopers, so stick around for a couple of seconds. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye! Next up, we've got Muddy. So Muddy's got the default 3 Pullman coaches on, and we're just going to see if Muddy can pull this. Am I going the right way? I am. Right, we're just going to need a little push just to get... Okay, I've just derailed it. That's just brilliant. No, I'm just going to start that again. The next coach is on, and let's see if Muddy can do it. This isn't Muddy. This is... Oh, for God's sake. Now we've got my... Oh, now we've go? Oh, my God.